numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, this is Geis. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch is, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, then they'll put that ball in the end zone real soon.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So far this season, this... Defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
The end of the first quarter with no score.
Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second and 8. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
It's now 3rd and 8.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
4-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And good running, going to get this down close to it first at the Saints 35. That looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Jackson from the shotgun. I think that might have been intercepted, but he will be out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. Give them a positive jig.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
5-yard line.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. You see the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Yes. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And this one is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Breeze again. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. LaMarcus Joyner to the pick.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That is Bruce Irvin using that speed to get in there and blow the play up. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing is Jackson. Screen play, Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Fair catch made at the The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The final shot before half for Breeze. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with...
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Lions 13, Saints 7.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Johnson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it to Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd and 1, Jackson flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. On first down, it's Johnson, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
For the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll turn to Geis to start things out. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The ball carrier.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Breeze. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. This is Geis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. And that's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, Johnson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Breeze to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defensive.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. There's Breeze. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Going to look deep for Jeffrey. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. A little bit of 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Forced out to his left. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson being chased out left. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense knows they're well aware that they're down 2 scores, and they figure this is pretty much their last chance. They know if they give up a touchdown here, that ends it. Nice job on 1st and goal to push them the other way, but they have to be thinking takeaway right here.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll come out in the pistol. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. K.J. Hamler with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Lions 26, Saints 7. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. And it will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Corey Davis, the intended receiver.
Marcus Joyner,
and it's 2nd down. Breeze going to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
For Alshon Jeffrey, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Breeze. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And one of the whistles for a timeout.
18 on the play.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Breeze now on 1st down. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.